come up with that dog shit pick. What the fuck were we thinking? What the fuck were you thinking?
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Jimnasium with me, XFL Jim, joined by the chubby Alley-Oop Wilkinson, the Wolf of Oaklawn, Chase, Lupine Fiasco, Sesums. How you doing, buddy?
Every time I watch our intro, I for one, I'm so happy because it's funny, and two, because I just remember the good times. I remember the good times.
It's wild to think that half of that video is from a year ago.
Literally 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird to think about, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
What a weekend that was.
Oh, man. It was a Homer worthy epic is what that was.
We couldn't do that obstacle course anymore because the fence is gone.
I mean, I could barely do the obstacle course with the fence, so
we'd have to make something at the track or whatever. Dude, let me see if I can get it on camera real quick. Let me see how my leg's looking. Oh, you can still see it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it looks like
the memories
South
of that
America.
trip. Yeah, the memories of that trip will last a lifetime on your leg.
It literally, yeah, that trip will last forever.
So much fun. So much fun. I just think of getting to the end of the obstacle course and trying to jump into the back of a Ford Ranger and it taking a couple of tries, just being in that poor of shape.
I liked our interview after the fact and how we were both just like,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not destined for athletic greatness anymore.
No, you had a whole day of recovery afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I had a whole, when I got home to Little Rock, I think I slept for 2 days straight.
You know what I don't think is included in that? That was one of my favorite parts of the whole weekend, though, was the van driving, where we were just going nuts in the van.
Yes, when you just tore ass across the yard.
I missed that because the van doesn't exist anymore either.
It was very much like a, I don't know, it was
Dukes of Hazzard-esque.
It was like a low stakes Terminator 2 where Arnold says, "Come with me if you want to live."
Yes.
The stakes were nowhere near as high, but it was still that same level of danger.
God, that was fun.
Yes.
Dude, so I lived your life a little bit. So for those of you who are unaware, Chase is maybe the strangest sleep schedule of anyone on the planet.
It's true. It's true.
So I had an overnight job at my real job that we had to work overnight from 11 p.m., got done at around 6:30. I didn't get to sleep until around 7:30 in the morning. And I had Friday off. So I spent my entire weekend catching up. Because I slept until 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then if you sleep until 2, obviously then Friday I'm up till 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning the next day.
Yeah.
And then you're catching up. I sleep until noon on Saturday. And then I'm sleeping at 3 on Saturday night. And then Sunday night, I didn't go to bed till 2:30. And then I worked a full shift today. And now I have to edit a whole bunch after this.
Yeah, man.
We're pre-recording, just so everyone knows. This is going to be, we're going to actually have a morning gymnasium.
Ooh, I likes.
Yeah, a little breakfast gymnasium.
Yeah, let us be the cream in your coffee. You know what I'm talking about?
I have found the way I like doing this podcast is just spontaneously, where it's just you want to do it, let's just fucking do it, and then we do it. I don't like having a not set time and we just surprise the people. It's fun.
Yeah. It's very much we're almost like the drop of a new Kanye shoe or something. It's you don't know when it's coming, but just boom, there it is, and the line is around the corner. Hundreds of people waiting to get the new gymnasium.
So my question to you is, after living like this for a weekend, how the fuck do you do it?
I don't have a day job.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You don't have a day job. That does help because the morning drive to work was fucking awful.
Yeah. No, I will be honest. I did kind of live like this when I did have a day job and wasn't, making content and gambling for a living. But and it sucked. It sucked real hard. But I don't know. Part of me is just kind of used to it, and it's just like I get into, for lack of better terms, just like it's just like grind mode, if you will. Just like gotta get it done, so I gotta power through this. I can sleep when I'm done, sort of thing.
That's what I was gonna say. Like talking with you and knowing you for a little while, it seems like you kind of get into these zones. Like you get into a zone for potentially days at a time.
Yeah, yeah. Which might just be bipolar one. I'm not sure, but yeah. Like, I mean, was it last week? Saratoga ran from Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar was going. I had my Del Mar. I called it Podchella. And since I did a Podstravaganza the week before for Saratoga, I called it Podchella, like Coachella for West Coast for Del Mar. And then, the MLFB stuff. And it was just like, I got to do it. But at the same time, like, if I'm making money doing it, like, this is it. I mean, this is how I feed my family. So I grind.
Speaking of which, though, speaking of horse racing, I actually feel a little proud that I did a little trifecta that won all by my lonesomes.
All by yourself?
Well, it's the one I showed you. It wasn't all by myself, but I spread it out nicely.
Yeah. You did you got by with a little help you got the assist from Chubby Alley-oop Wilkinson.
I got the alley-oop.
You dunked it. Way to go.
And then I didn't lose it, but I ended up breaking even on the day. Because I spent some of it on the late pick 3.
Okay.
So
ill-advised.
Yeah, but broke even.
Broke even, which is a winning day.
That's a winning day in my book.
That's what I'm talking about.
Speaking of MLFB, what a crazy, it was a nice Sunday for just alternative football. We had the XFL town hall, which I live streamed and had a blast on. Chase was pre-gaming and covering the MLFB, and then we had an actual CFL game. Prayers up for Rough Riders fans like myself. That was brutal. That sucked. That game was awful.
Yeah, we stopped. We dropped.
Did not drop. No, we didn't.
We didn't shut them down.
No.
Nor did we open up shop.
Fucking terrible.
Whoa. Oh.
So I was talking with Eric about it. We're both kind of on the opinion that we wish the XFL would have had one more Northeast team at the very least.
So you're actually I as you would expect, slept all day after grinding all weekend. So you have to tell me. You gotta tell me who the teams.
They announced their cities. They didn't announce team names. But there's a whole. I have investigator Jim on the case because it looks like all the color they set the coaches with the cities with primary colors behind them. Okay. So everyone's like, oh, this is the Battlehawks blue. This is the Vipers green for. Okay. So the cities are, it's Dallas. It's actually Arlington, but it's Dallas.
Sure.
They're calling it Arlington, but it's Dallas Renegade sounds better.
Yeah.
Houston.
Okay.
San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Which I like San Antonio a lot. I think San Antonio was the biggest seller in the AAF. They're an actually really good football town. Vegas.
It's a very hungry football city too. Very hungry football city. Yeah, Vegas that's good.
Vegas, which I think LA is moving to Vegas, and then Orlando.
Okay.
DC.
Okay.
St. Louis.
Okay.
And why am I blanking on the last team?
New York.
No.
Bangor, Maine.
No. Oh, Seattle.
Okay.
Seattle. So they basically from the old leagues they just scrapped the 3 lowest selling stadiums and moved them.
Not a bad business
LA,
decision.
New York, and Tampa were the lowest selling stadiums. They just said, nah, move them. So there's not really any West Coast presence besides Seattle. And there's not really a ton of Northeast presence besides DC. DC had that natural rivalry with New York. I would just my two only negative takes is I wish there would have been another Northeast team for DC to be rivalried with.
Sure.
And I feel like you want to have one of the New York market, Chicago, or LA. You want those.
I feel like they put teams though where they're going to put asses in seats is the thing.
That is what I love.
in the small market, middle America places that don't get just tons of professional teams
Yep.
are going to do that. So I think I agree with you. Like just from like a television numbers sort of thing. Like maybe the another Northeast team, maybe the LA market would really do it. But at the same time, like, are they going to have the loyal fan base whenever you've got so many different choices?
The things that they did right are, like you're saying, like San Antonio was a great pickup. They're not a part of any other spring league right now, and they put, like, for the AAF back in 2018, they put asses in seats.
Yeah.
They were matching or really close to like what the St. Louis Battlehawks were doing.
Did you see? I saw Adam Pelletier comment on it on the old Twitter machines.
I didn't see his tweet.
Okay, it was the tweet from, I guess, the XFL subreddit Twitter tweeted. It was a picture of the I guess it was like the Arlington announcement with the colors, and they used like 2 lightning bolts next to each other.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it's like,
they're missing that XFL 2020 social team prowess.
Yeah, pretty much, because it looks very, how you say,
that picture did look a little sort of.
Yeah.
We'll just call it sketchy.
We'll say Third Reichish.
Well, Third Reich-ish. But I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited for next year. I'm excited for the draft coming in November. I'm excited for like actual team name announcements. I'm just gonna flat out say it. Like there's a reason I have this as my background. I'm forever I like this logo better. I'm not as big a fan of the merch now.
Okay.
That's a personal preference. That's my personal preference.
That's your prerogative.
Also, a duffel bag's like $100.
A duffel bag?
Yeah, an XFL duffel bag nowadays, it's $100.
I feel like you're the kind of gentleman who doesn't need a duffel bag. You know what I feel like? You know what kind of person you are? This is an ultimate Frisbee thing, but I also feel like it's the smartest thing ever. Do you know how ultimate Frisbee folks carry their shit and pack for a tournament on the weekend?
Do you just throw it all in like a draw bag sort of thing?
No, man. You get yourself a 5-gallon bucket with a lid.
Lid.
You decorate it however you want, stickers, whatever, and you pack all your shit in the bucket. You know why? Because you don't have to carry a chair with you. Because it's not like these fields have seats or anything. You always have a seat. Your shit is always like dry and safe. Yeah, man, the bucket is the way to go. The bucket. People don't realize the bucket is the way to go.
Do you install your own lid that has a seat, like a cushion attachment?
I've tried to teach people about the bucket life, and so I've given the gift of bucket to people, like deluxe buckets with the bucket, with the seat on top, with the bearings that like spin and shit, and they don't get it.
Because I have a bucket in the back of my work truck that is exclusively for sitting.
And see, so I got my mom a bucket for gardening that had like the seat and everything, and then it had like an apron that was on it that like holds all of her tools and stuff on the outside. She kind of liked it, but
I had a toilet bucket for a hot second. Because if you're working in a trailer in the middle of nowhere, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Got to have a place. Got to have a spot. It's like taking a little bit of home with you.
So I know we talked about a couple episodes ago. It might have been last episode when I talked about watching RRR on Netflix.
Yeah,
I was very high while doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I also made some purchases while I was very high.
Yes, you did.
Did we talk about this on the show? I don't remember if we talked about it or not.
I don't think we talked about it on the show, but we talked about it maybe before the show or after the show. You told me about it.
I bought Tits, and I bought a goblin mask, together.
Yeah, you did.
So I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea, but high me was like, let's buy some H-cup boobs.
Yeah.
They're H-cup silicone breasts.
Yeah.
And then I bought a goblin mask to wear
with some gumdrop nipples.
So yeah, they're actually nice nipples. They're fun to play with. I'm not gonna lie. So I had to think on the fly. The tits were $200. The goblin mask was $35. So
they were $200, Jim.
The tits were $200.
They were $200. $200.
The tits were $200. This is why I tell people like I shouldn't have disposable income.
Yeah.
It's
You end up with a $200 pair.
so I'm just like, what am I gonna do with this here?
How
So
are they more expensive than the Goblin mask?
They're really good. They're silicone. They're good quality, and they're heavy.
How do you assess quality?
They're like professional cross-dresser tits.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay, all right, makes sense.
They even came with like
niche market.
Yeah, it's a very niche. Not too many people, I assume, are buying like deluxe tits. So I buy them, and then I was like, oh, what am I going to do with this? So now I've introduced into the diaspora of the Jimiverse, a new character has been born called the Tit Goblin, who will appear in random videos, who knows when or where, to like ruin things. He hates football, and he loves sunbathing.
I'll tell you this. I had this. You sent me a picture of the Tit Goblin earlier.
Terrifying.
Way arousing, but I had this brief like moment of like, is this really happening? Am I crazy? Like, is one of my best friends in the world a multi-dimensional Jim who has, who is obsessed with football, who is also a tit goblin? Like, do I need medication?
No.
Is this really happening? The
Tit Goblin is not Jim. The Tit Goblin is a different character in the diaspora.
Okay, well,
I just play the Tit Goblin on TV.
You know why I'm so happy?
This is a reenactment of like.
Do you know why
happened?
I am so happy that you just used the word diaspora?
Why?
Because I taught you the word diaspora when we were high as shit.
You did.
Walking on the streets in Las Vegas.
We were so fucking up. It all circles back around. I'm so proud of you right now. It's really, just look at you. You took that word and you used it in the sentence. I actually have two resources for this now, because I actually have an explainer video coming out later this week of a re-explanation of what the Jimiverse is, because people asked for it on Twitter. Mm-hmm. So I had to redo a whole video and look back at the old Rampage tour and all the Jimiverse stuff. It's getting a lot. It's becoming a lot. And I haven't had like an actual narrative based like video come out in like a year and a half. That's going to change this year. The Rampage tour rages on.
Yeah, let's go. Let's Rampage. It's always fun. It's always fun to watch.
It's the Tit Goblin's going to be a new reoccurring character though. That's the long short of it. Is watch out for the Tit Goblin. MLFB preview coming next week for the introduction of MLFB Jim and perhaps the Tit Goblin. And I will say, Investigator Jim and his conspiracy theories do make a little stop in the video as well.
I got a message on Twitter today from a guy who's playing for the Attack, who's going to be a baller. Man, if he needs to be in your preview. His name is Michael Badeo. Yeah, he's going to be a stud defensive end.
Fuck the hell, yes.
Yeah, man.
I don't think I have anything else that went on this weekend. I had like a potential class reunion that fell through. Nobody showed up, so that was fun.
What year would it have been for you?
It would have been the 10-year.
10-year? I didn't go to my 10-year.
I was in town, so I was like, oh, if anything's happening, I'll go. But instead, nothing happened, so I just went. There's a barbecue food truck in town.
Yeah.
So
this is one of those moments where you make me feel really old, because my 20-year would be next year.
Hey, we're only like we're like a little gappity gap.
A little gappity gap. Well, you keep me. You're this weird mix of keeping me young / making me feel old as shit sometimes.
I do that to a lot of people.
Yeah,
I did that more so when I had the full beard, because people would forget what age I was.
Yeah, you're just a wee babe in the woods.
I was just a wee little babe. You ready to talk about some wee little college football and some wee little NFL?
Let's do it. Let's make some picks.
We're almost done with college football.
Insanity.
Yeah, we're already on week 10, which means Maction is afoot.
Hoo-hoo-hoo. We got a Thursday game, Tuesday game?
Tuesday!
Yes.
We have 2 Tuesday night games. Ball State at Kent State.
Kent State.
I'm going to give it to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. Buffalo at Ohio.
Go Buffalo.
Bobcats. Give me Ohio, bitch.
I don't know.
I don't know why I'm going
it hurts.
tense off the bat.
That hurts Chubby Alley Wilkinson's feelings when you call him bitch this early in the picks.
Central Michigan at NIU.
Central Michigan, NIU. I mean,
This
who
is a
do you
tough
think
one for
I
you.
am?
This is
Who
a
do you
tough
think
one for
I?
you.
Because I do love Coach Bruce. But I will stick with fire up damn chips.
I'm taking Chippewas. Western Michigan at Bowling Green. Row that boat, baby.
Yeah, we row it.
UTEP at Rice. I'm gonna take
Hootie hoo.
also.
Hootie hoo.
Ooh.
It's gonna be one of those weeks, hey?
I'm gonna take UTEP. App State at Coastal Carolina.
App State in the upset.
I'm on Coastal.
Ooh, fuck you. In your face.
I love this. UMass at UConn.
The Cum Bowl. UConn.
I'm on UMass.
UConn with Jim Mora.
I'm on UMass with Don Brown. Both got like fairly good coaches, I think.
Yeah.
Duke at Boston College.
Duke.
Jesus
High on Duke
Christ.
this year.
Boston College all the way. We're disagreeing on every fucking thing. Oregon State at Washington.
I've picked Duke an alarming number of times.
I have Duke winning like one game this whole year.
Are we still high on Oregon State? Because I am Oregon State.
I am. I actually have Oregon State in the upset here.
See, we can't agree.
That was the first one. Now we're finally on Saturday. That was just Monday, Wednesday. That was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Such a good week of football.
God, this is the first week in November.
Yeah.
Air Force versus Army in Arlington. I'm going to take Air Force.
I like Army.
Okay. Western Kentucky at Charlotte at the Clit.
The Clit.
I'm going to take the Clit as well. Middle Tennessee at Louisiana Tech. I'm going to take
La Tech. Yeah.
New Mexico at Utah State.
Utah State.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Aggies. I'm going to take Utah State. I guess they're both technically the Aggies, aren't they?
Yeah.
UTSA at UAB.
UAB. No. UTSA.
This is tough. I think UAB still has a really good season, but I really would have wished like Bill Clark could stick it out. I'm going to take UTSA here. FIU at North Texas.
North Texas.
Mean Green, baby. South Alabama at Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern.
I'm taking South Alabama, baby. Texas State at ULM.
Does Boogie Knight still play for ULM?
You know what? He might. Let's see. Does he? Yes.
It's in ULM.
Yes, he does. His hometown is Jefferson, Ohio.
He's here to boogie.
I'm gonna take ULM there as well. UNLV at San Diego State.
Oh, I want to take UNLV because for some reason I'm predicting a Rebel rebound this year, but I think I got to stick with San Diego State.
I'm gonna take San Diego State there as well. Clemson at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
I'm gonna take Clemson. No, I think it's gonna be a good game though. I think that will be a really good game.
Why are you
Troy,
apologizing to me for that? Did you do what's in your heart?
I just say it's gonna be a good game.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a fun one.
I thought you had to qualify that for me since I'm married to a Notre Dame alum.
No, I just think it will be a fun game.
Okay.
Troy at Louisiana.
Troy, the fighting men of Troy.
I'm gonna take Louisiana here.
How many similar games have we had? Like 2?
Like 3, I think, total.
This is gonna be the craziest week in college football known to man.
This is gonna be the fucking nuttiest week. Georgia Tech at Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
I'm on Virginia Tech there as well. Oregon at Colorado.
Colorado.
I'm taking Oregon. UCLA at Arizona State.
You play to win the game.
Jesus Christ, I'm on UCLA. Washington State at Stanford.
Washington State.
Fuck everything. I'm on Stanford. Iowa at Purdue.
Iowa.
Purdue gets it done, baby.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? Maryland at Wisconsin. We gotta agree on this. It's Wisconsin. It's November. Not a fucking chance Maryland wins. Michigan at Rutgers. I'm on Michigan.
Rutgers.
Okay. Michigan State at Illinois.
Michigan State.
I'm Michigan State. Minnesota at Nebraska.
Row the boat.
This is tough. I'm gonna take Nebraska.
Big Ten champions, right?
Yep, future Big Ten champions, Nebraska. Once August rolls around, I'm gonna be full on fucking cornhead. Wake Forest at NC State. It's tough.
I'm gonna go NC State.
You know what? I'm gonna go NC State as well. That's a tough one. Me and Eric just recorded our ACC preview.
Yeah. High on the Dorn.
We're both pretty high on NC State.
On the Dorn?
I'm high on Wake Forest too, though.
Yeah, of course.
Florida State at Miami. I'm on Miami on the U.
I'm gonna go Miami too. Florida State's a fucking dumpster fire.
They're terrible. By the way, what do we think of fucking Mario Cristobal discontinuing the turnover chain? That's bullshit.
Yeah, we hate it. We absolutely hate it. The Jimnasium is pro turnover chain, anti Mario Cristobal now.
Yep. So fuck you, Mario. North Carolina at Virginia. I'm on Virginia.
Give me North Carolina.
Arizona at Utah.
Utah
for me as well. Syracuse at Pitt.
Syracuse.
I got Pitt. Colorado State at San Jose State.
Colorado State.
I'm on Colorado State as well. Hawaii at Fresno State.
Fresno State.
Fresno for sure. Houston at SMU. That's a banger game too.
That is a banger game, but I'm on Houston. Houston's winning that conference this year.
I'm gonna take SMU. Houston is my pick to win the conference as well. My long shot was ECU. I think I got him at like 60-1.
Okay.
SMU is not a bad play either, though.
No, I'm not.
Navy at Cincinnati. I'm on Cincinnati.
Yeah, I want to pick Navy, but Cincinnati.
Tulane at Tulsa.
Tulsa.
That's an interesting one, but I'm going to take Tulane. UCF at Memphis.
Memphis.
I'm going to take UCF. USF at Temple. I'm going to take South Florida.
I'm going to go with you.
Georgia State at Southern Miss.
Georgia State.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Panthers at Georgia State here. Marshall at ODU. I'm going to take Marshall.
Yeah, same.
Cal at USC.
Cal.
I was going to say, calling my shot. Cal. Berkeley gets the dub. West Virginia at Iowa State. I got Iowa State winning.
West Virginia.
I think I'm hot. I think West Virginia's going to go have a perfectly even home and away split.
That's probably fair.
Ohio State at Northwestern.
Ohio State.
The Cardiac Cats? You could have come into Evanston? Yeah, Ohio State's winning this game.
Yeah.
BYU at Boise State.
BYU.
I'm going to take BYU here. My hottest take is probably BYU has a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Texas at K-State. I'm going to take the Wildcats.
K-State.
I'm going to take the Wildcats. Oklahoma State at Kansas. I'm going to take Oklahoma State there.
Yeah, same.
Baylor at Oklahoma. I got to give
Baylor.
it to Baylor. Yeah, I got to give it to Baylor. Tennessee at Georgia.
Georgia.
Georgia wins that one. South Carolina at Vandy.
South Carolina.
I think South Carolina wins that one. Running away. Last stretch, Kentucky at Missouri.
Missouri.
I'm gonna take it. Jesus, dude, I love your Kentucky hate.
Yeah, fuck them.
I'm on Kentucky here. Florida at Texas A&M. I think Texas A&M wins that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Florida. There.
Okay. Auburn at Mississippi State. I'm taking
Mississippi State. Yeah.
Alabama at LSU.
Alabama.
I'm gonna take Bama. Penn State at Indiana.
Penn State.
I'm taking Penn State. Texas Tech at TCU. I'm taking TCU.
Give me Texas Tech.
That's kind of a coin flip to me. Libibity at Arkansas. I am all over Arkansas here.
Yep.
James Madison at Louisville. I think Louisville wins this one.
Give me JMU in the upset.
I'm actually fairly certain this is a fantastic spot for JMU. Let me check it real quick. Because I think this might be a great spot for JMU to get this. So, yeah. So, JMU plays Louisville, sandwiched in between Wake Forest and Clemson.
Okay. Yeah. Great spot.
JMU could win that game.
Let's go JMU.
You know what? I'm gonna switch it. I'm on JMU.
That's right.
Either
Ride
way,
the
though,
Duke
this
magic.
was maybe our most contentious week.
Ever.
Like we agreed on like maybe 10 total.
Yeah, out of like 100. Yes.
Let's see how the NFL goes.
Ooh.
Thursday night football. Falcons at the Panthers.
Falcons.
I have the Panthers.
Okay. You're on that bakey cake train.
I think Baker's good. I whatever. Fuck it. I'm a Baker fanboy, and I think Carolina actually has decent like weapons.
The only Heisman winner to ever shake his penis at the Kansas sideline.
I fucking love it. Seahawks at the Bucks.
Bucks.
I'm gonna take the Bucks. The Vikings at the Bills. I'm gonna take the Bills.
Bills.
Yeah. The Lions at the Bears.
Lions.
I'm gonna take the Lions as well. So we're agreeing on like everything so far in the NFL. Jaguars at the Chiefs.
Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are gonna have a down year now for some reason, but yes.
I still think the Chiefs are gonna be good, so I'm gonna take the Chiefs. Speaking of Jags, though, the Jags got your boy Sloter.
Hey, yeah, way to go, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle Sloter on the Jags.
Way to go, buddy.
So watch the fuck out, Trevor.
Yeah, man. He's coming for that ass.
Browns at the Dolphins. I'm gonna take the Dolphins.
I am too.
Texans at the Giants.
Giants.
I'm gonna take the Giants too.
The Texans can't get out of their own way. Like their players,
I think
their
the
organization.
They're gonna get somebody though. They're gonna have like a major upset sometime this season.
They're just the most cursed in terms of like just bad decision making.
They're gonna have a fucking. They're gonna upset somebody big. Saints at the Steelers.
Oh, the Saints.
I'm gonna give it to the Saints. I think defenses are comparable, and I think the Saints offense, especially if Jameis is still behind there, is gonna be way better than
the
Steelers offense.
Oh yes.
Broncos at the Titans. I'm gonna take the
Titans.
Colts at the Raiders.
Raiders.
I'm gonna take the.
It's a toss-up, but I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders just because they're at home. Cowboys at the Packers. I'm taking the Packers.
Give me the Cowboys.
Okay.
Who is Aaron Rodgers going to throw the ball to?
Alan fucking Lazard, baby.
Dude, the laser lizard is not enough.
Robert motherfucking Tunyon, baby.
The tauntaun is not enough.
Aaron Jones, baby.
Maybe.
Cardinals at the Rams. The Cardinals at this point have probably collapsed for their season, so I'm taking the Rams.
As is tradition.
Although, like, I don't know, Cardinals and the Rams, those teams always play each other weird. Chargers at the 49ers. I'm taking the 49ers. I think in the NFL, we only disagreed on like 3 or 4.
All right. Is that all of them?
That's all of them. Oh, sorry, Monday night. The Commanders at the Philadelphia Eagles.
They still the Commanders have Carson Wentz, right?
Unless he's gotten hurt, and then all of a sudden they're playing what's his name? The rookie.
He sprained his ankles at this point.
He has sprained all 3 of his ankles.
Carson Wentz returning to Philadelphia where he had a mental collapse. Yeah, you can give me the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Eagles there.
He won't be able to shake those ghosts.
Nope.
And those ghosts are drunk Philadelphia Eagles fans.
Hard at him.
They're going to be going hard at Carson Wentz.
Oh, jeez, yeah, because that Eagles game, it's not in a bad spot, but yeah. And that's it. That's week 10. Almost done with college football.
We did it. We did it, buddy. We're going to get these all in before the season starts.
Damn right we are. We only have 2 more weeks of college football.
We got 5 more weeks of college or NFL.
When does the NFL start?
Like a couple weeks and
does it start the 10th?
I think so.
Let me see. NFL week 1. Bam! It starts September 8th.
We got it.
That Thursday. We'll be fine.
We did it. Look at us.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, If anything, I'm just in the weeds with my mental health situation, given the Tit Goblin and the Gemiverse. But I think we already spent a good amount of time on that.
Check out, I think the Sports Hole Pod on Twitter. They released the picture to the public, so if you check them out on Twitter, you can actually see the picture of the Tit Goblin.
Grainy amateur footage of the Tit Goblin.
That almost makes it scarier.
It does. It makes it.
That almost makes it more terrifying.
You're a monster.
I'm gonna try and see. Nope this weekend. That Jordan Peele movie.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It looks really good. I don't know anything about it, and that's kind of how I want to go into it. I'm gonna try and see it this weekend.
I'm a huge Alien guy, so yeah, I've been watching a whole lot of are aliens real stuff, and hell yeah, they are. Do you believe in it? You think aliens are real?
I think they are.
Yeah, of course. You have to be an arrogant fuck not to believe that.
No, we're the center of the universe. We're the only sentient beings that exist ever.
See, exactly. That's my point. You're that level of arrogant fuck if you think that.
No, go fuck yourself if you think that.
Go fuck yourself.
This has been the Jimnasium.
No.
Man, Chase, where can the people find you? You're doing a lot.
Doing some things. Yeah, man. You can always follow me on Twitter, being abrasive there at of Oaklawn. Catch one of 3 podcasts, either Notorious OTB, my horse racing podcast, the Tilted Land Shark, our AUDL, that's right, Professional Ultimate Frisbee Gambling Podcast, which, by the way, we're killing it, and it's about to be playoff time, so check it out. And then the Zed Run Gambling Podcast. Me and old Scotty Bowser had a little heart-to-heart in our last episode you got to check out. And let's see. The Jimnasium.
You can always find him on the Jimnasium.
And I'll be writing articles about the Arkansas Attack for the MLFB for the Sports Gambling Podcast Network.
Hell yes. Y'all know where to find me at XFL Jim, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all over. I got my CFL recaps coming every Tuesday. I got the Jimnasium coming whenever. I do the college football tailgate with our mutual friend Eric. That comes out every Tuesday night. And I do Spring Fever with our buddy Eric. It's a fun time.
Uncle Rico.
I love Uncle Rico. He's such a nice guy.
He's the best. Uncle Rico is the goddamn best.
I got something to fucking tell you about him once we stop this. So love you guys. Give us a follow. Give us a like. Follow the show.